I'm Eric Garvan, and welcome to Math Success, the show that will help you get a higher score on any math test you take and have fun doing it. I'm here with my good friends, Hugo. Hugo, introduce yourself to the
Hi, Eric.
people.
How you doing? Hi, I am Hugo.
Hugo, and my good friend Richard.
Yes. Hi, I'm Richard Picani, Scuba Man.
Scuba Man here. And what's your last name?
Del.
Del. Del?
Well, it's longer. Más largo, sí.
Más largo?
Sí.
Sí, okay. Well, what we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about the word per. So like per inch, per foot, per mile. And we're also going to talk about some of the adventures that have happened. And Richard has had many adventures under the ocean. Hugo and I are going to talk about this, and Hugo is going to translate. So let's get to it, since
Sí.
Richard is here. So, Hugo,
Sí.
let's ask Richard, what has he been doing?
Richard, ¿qué has hecho?
Oh, I've been on vacation. Matter of fact, I'm coming in here, getting some more air, and I'm going back out there. I'm just taking a little break. It's wonderful. Heading down to Mexico.
Va,
Did he say Mexico?
va a México.
Ah.
Cancun, Mexico. Beautiful reefs there. The whole family's going. I'll tell you, it will be a wonderful time.
I saw some pictures that he took with some other people going into the water and going down underneath.
Yes.
So I want you to ask him about what were the pictures from? Where did he go? And who was there? Was he by himself?
Él vio muchas fotos de usted en México buceando y demás. ¿Quiénes estaban en las fotos?
Oh, beautiful. We have coral reefs, all colors of fish, purple, yellow, red, orange, black, beautiful. Reefs to your right, reefs underneath you, reefs on the side. And if you're lucky, you can spot a stingray.
So,
Wow.
translate.
Vio muchas cosas. Vio peces de colores, ¿no? Y también vio una mantarraya. También vio corales de todos los colores.
Ooh.
Sí, muchas cosas. Muchas cosas.
Is that everything he said?
No.
Well,
Vio también peces, de colores, vio peces rojos,
See?
y no me acuerdo, ¿qué más?
Oh, about 8 or 9 different types of fish. we saw.
translate.
9 tipos de peces.
Ah.
And it's turtles. Let me tell you about one.
Tortugas.
Yes, look. On one of our trips, I'm a certified scuba diver. I can go down to 60 feet.
Translate.
Él es un buzo certificado y puede entrar bajo de 60 pies.
Yes. In my tank, normally I have 45 minutes worth of air on my back. This particular time, as usual, I had my 45 minutes of air. And so a bunch of us
Stop.
went out.
Translate.
Él tiene oxígeno como para 45 minutos
What?
en su tanque. 45 en su tanque.
Yes.
Y esta vez algo pasó.
Ah.
Yes. And man, the director said, okay, everybody ready? Tanks together, over the boat. Boom, here we go down. All right.
What happened?
Y el director les dijo, pónganse sus tanques a bucear.
Ah. Okay.
Now, as we going down, there's beautiful reefs, fish all around, sunfish, goldfish, stingrays walking. I mean, not practically looking like they walking.
What's he saying?
Que cuando entró vio muchas cosas bellas. Había peces, ¿no? Había peces dorados, peces de colores y había mantarrayas ahí.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Now, just to the math. So if this was the water, you can go down. So we would be going down. So I want you to translate to him that if this was the water, how far down did he go?
¿Qué tan bajo fue en el agua? ¿Cuánto se sumergió?
40 feet. 40 feet down, 40 feet below.
45 pies bajo el agua.
Yes.
This is the top. This is the bottom.
¿Sí?
So he went 1, 2, 3, 4 down.
Sí,
Say that.
bajó. Si esta es la superficie y este es el fondo, usted bajó 45.
Yep, 40 feet.
Okay?
40 feet.
So if this is 1 foot, it's 1 or 10 feet.
¿Sí?
1, 2, 3, 4 down. Right?
Sí, o sea, es
He went
40
40
pies
down.
hacia abajo, ¿no?
Yes.
Okay.
See.
Muy bien.
And then all of a sudden, as we looking at these beautiful creatures that God created,
Translate.
we
Cuando veía estas criaturas hermosas que Dios creó,
see, as we looking at all of this beauty, a huge turtle,
Whoa.
una tortuga gigante,
huge turtle,
Ooh.
over 200 pounds, a sea turtle. He was wiggling his legs, going around, and one of the persons in our group got startled.
So what
lost
happened?
all control.
What did he say?
que vieron una tortuga gigante que pesaba como Mike Tyson, ¿no?
Mike Tyson.
Sí, como un super pesado, 200 libras. Y uno de los buzos que estaba con él se asustó.
Wow.
Grande, huge. And one of the ladies freaked out. And she just went zoom straight to the top. She forgot about all of her training. And you're only supposed to go, as you ascend, 1 foot per second.
Ho.
1 foot per
Translate.
second.
Una señora que estaba con él se asustó por la tortuga y ascendió rápidamente olvidando el entrenamiento. Pero una persona solamente puede subir 1 pie por segundo, no más. Ella se olvidó eso del entrenamiento.
So
1 pie por segundo.
Yes. And she reached the top, and our guide tried to stop her. And so the rest of the group ascended up. Some freaked out a little faster as they ascended than others. Soon as we get to the top, the boat is right there. So we struggled, got our stuff off, got into the boat, and all of a sudden, the lady who came up first, she went. And she threw up everywhere.
Oh,
no.
What is he saying? What
Everywhere.
is he talking about? That doesn't sound good.
Sí,
The gases.
Okay.
los gases. Una mujer vomitó porque se supone que tienen que ascender a 1 pie por segundo.
One.
Sí,
So
1 pie.
if this is 10, and each one of these is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you can do 1 per
Second.
second.
Sí, 1 por segundo.
One
Okay,
foot per
so
second.
1 foot per second.
She went about 3 feet per second.
Okay, so if that's the same, then you can do per, right?
Yes?
Okay, 1 second,
Yep.
2 seconds,
Yes?
3 seconds,
Yes?
4 seconds.
Yes. And we at the top, 40 feet.
Okay, so per, say this.
Sí.
Repeat what I just said,
Sí,
these sentences here.
tenemos que, si va a ascender a 1 pie por segundo, 2 pies, 3 pies. Ella ascendió a 3 pies por segundo, ¿sí? 4 pies, ¿no?
So she,
Ascended.
the problem is,
Ascendió.
Too fast.
okay, how fast should she have gone not to get sick.
1 foot per second.
And she came up
3 feet or more per second.
Y por eso vomitó. Por eso vomitó.
So if she didn't want to get sick, it should have taken her
40 seconds.
40 seconds.
Yes.
So 40, how do I want to say this? What I want to say is 1 foot per second.
Yes.
Okay. 1 foot per second is 40 seconds to get to the top.
¿Sí?
Yes.
Un pie
Okay.
por segundo es...
Now, how many minutes is 40 seconds?
40 seconds is not 1 minute.
Okay.
It's 60 seconds make a minute.
60 seconds.
Yes.
So one of the things that we have in math problems is this word por. Per.
Por.
Per. Por.
Por. Sí.
So if you see the word per, it means like related to. It's connected to that thing.
Yes.
So like miles per hour, dollars per hour.
Dólares por hora.
So
Millas por hora.
the word the word per means it's connected to.
La palabra por significa que está conectado.
Anything that has the word per, it's connected to the other thing that it's referring to.
Cualquier cosa que tenga la palabra por quiere decir que hay una conexión.
Repeat this. In your math problems,
En sus problemas de
you're going to
matemática,
see that it's going to say miles per or dollars per. And what we want to do is make that equal. What happens on one side of the per has to be equal to what happens on the other side of the per.
muy bien. Cuando dice 1 milla por hora, ¿no? Eso significa que las dos cosas están conectadas y lo que está en un lado de la ecuación tiene que ser igual a lo que está en el otro lado, ¿no es cierto?
Right. So what happens on one side of the per has to happen on the other side of the per. It's like a seesaw. So if there's more on this side, it goes down. If there's more on this side, it goes down. And you want to make it level. Say that.
Es como una balanza, ¿no? Lo que está en un lado tiene que balancear lo que está en el otro lado, ¿sí?
See? So if they went down too fast, they should go. Say that again. How fast should they go?
Now, on the ascent, up.
Okay, up. They
1
go
foot
up.
per second.
Un pie por segundo.
So 1 second.
Un segundo,
What's on the other side?
un pie.
1 foot.
Un pie,
What's on the other side?
un segundo.
That's it. So whenever you see a math problem and you see the word per, what you're doing is balancing what's on one side of per and what's on the other side of per. Say that.
Cuando uno ve un problema de matemáticas, tiene que igualar lo que ve en un lado del por con el otro lado. Y balancear.
Sí.
O si no, vomitan.
Okay. Now, we saw this before where we have 1 and we have 1/2 and we have 1/3. So if we have 1 on this side, hold that. Say that. If we have 1 on this side,
Si tenemos uno en este lado,
so 1
uno.
per 2 1/2, 1 per 3 1/3, 1 per 4 1/4. That's it. So whenever we see per, that's what that means.
Cada vez que vemos un por, quiere decir que hay una equivalencia. 2 medios hacen 1, ¿no es cierto? 1.
1.
¿Dónde está la tortuga?
Where's the turtle?
Sí.
See, where's the turtle?
He's everywhere.
He's everywhere. The turtle is everywhere.
Aquí tienes.
Fear the turtle, right?
Feel the turtle.
Fear
Yes.
the turtle. Love the turtle. Okay. So now, here's the question that we have to ask. How fast would she come up? How fast would she come up and not get sick if she was a master diver?
1 foot per second.
Doesn't change.
Doesn't change.
Right. And what happens in math problems is sometimes they'll change. Okay. What happens in math problems
Lo que pasa en
is that-
problemas de
is that
matemáticas
sometimes they'll change, but the problem doesn't change. It's the same problem.
generalmente es el mismo problema.
So you have to look at the numbers and what's on both sides of the per, and that's the problem.
Hay que ver qué está en cada lado de la ecuación y ese es el problema.
And this is very important because another way to be more successful and get higher scores on your math tests
Una de las maneras de tener más éxito y tener notas más altas en los exámenes,
to get higher scores,
¿sí?
there's a rule you follow. You have to read the problem.
Hay que leer el problema.
Have to read the problem. You have to know what they're asking. You have to find out what is the rule to apply. Use the rule. Check your work.
Entonces,
Read the problem.
leer el problema,
Okay. Be sure you read it.
estar seguro de leerlo.
That's
Sí.
the biggest problem people have. Then you want to know what are they asking.
¿Qué están preguntando?
Then you want to know what is the rule.
Hay que saber cuál es la regla.
So there's a rule. Like right now, we know we want whatever is on both sides of per, those are connected, and we want to balance them.
Ah,
That's the rule.
lo que
So
queremos
anything
es balancear.
Anything that says per, what's on both sides of per, we want to balance it. That's it. So whether they're going to, if it's a car driving miles per hour or gallons per mile, we want to balance those. Say that.
Lo que tenemos que hacer es balancear ambos lados de la ecuación. Millas por hora, ¿no? Pies por segundo, etcétera.
Etc. It's the same problem.
Es el mismo problema.
It's a per problem.
Es un problema
Per.
por,
Per.
Por.
Por.
Per.
En español,
per,
P-E-R.
P-E-R,
Per.
por.
Like percent is 100. Per.
Ah,
Per also says
en español es por,
por. En
Sí.
español. Sí.
porcent.
So now,
Percent.
with scuba, let's ask, what else is happening in scuba world these days?
Well, the new thing coming out now is getting your gear together.
Getting your gear together.
Make sure you have all your equipment ready for the summer.
Because oxygen.
Yes.
You have to have oxygen.
Yep, your
Wasn't there
tank.
something about
yes,
the tank?
Yes. You
Say
run
more
out
about
different
this
size
tank.
tanks when
Okay.
when you go out anywhere from 30, 45, 60 minutes. You know how long.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, make sure you have your wetsuit, eyes, breathing apparatus, and fins, and you'll be ready for a great day under the water.
Well, tell us more about some of your adventures under the water.
Wow, I'll tell you. One of them, we was about 30 feet below.
Translate.
Estaba 3 pies bajo el agua.
And we are just looking at all the beauty.
Estaba viendo la belleza.
Ah.
And then all of a sudden, one of my friends touched the bottom of the ocean.
uno de sus amigos tocó el fondo del océano.
Oh,
And
whatever.
a huge stingray just came up out of the sand. Sand went everywhere, and it's just whoosh, whoosh.
Okay.
It was so powerful, it knocked us back.
What is he saying?
Una mantarraya hizo wow, wow, y los volteó a todos.
How big was it?
Oh, it had to be about 12, 14 feet long.
12,
Wingspan. Huge.
Era una mantarraya que tenía de ancho 12 a 14 pies.
So, if we wanted to make it a math problem, here's what we would do. Say that.
Si quisiéramos convertir eso en un problema de matemáticas,
So, one stingray is how wide?
Well, it
How far
varies.
across?
It varies.
The one you saw, how
I
wide?
would
you think?
say 12 feet.
12 feet.
Yes.
Okay. So, if one stingray is 12 feet, then how many is two stingrays?
si una mantarraya mide 12 pies, ¿cuántos pies serían dos mantarrayas?
So, one
Uno
is 12 feet,
es 12.
then two is 2 times 12.
Dos son 2 veces 12. 2 por 12.
So we just multiply by the number that it is.
Multiplicamos.
Sí.
Multiply.
Yes.
So one of the things we can do is if we know what 1 is on one side, then we can say we just multiply to make it the same on the other. So if 1 manta ray is 12, then 2 manta rays is 24, then 3 is 36. So we could do the same thing if it was 1.5. It would be 1.5 is going to be 12 plus 1/2, which is 6. Say that.
Bueno, lo que está en un lado de la ecuación tiene que ser igual a lo que está en el otro lado, ¿no? 2 por 12 tiene que ser 24. Y 12 por un 24avo tiene que ser igual a un medio, ¿no? Eso es básicamente lo que estamos diciendo.
Okay, but one of the things that happened was they ate an orange,
Yep.
and what we're going to do is have this as our souvenir orange. And what does that do when you eat this after you come up too fast?
It soothes the acids in your stomach and cause you to stop vomiting.
And cause you to stop vomiting.
Yes.
I don't know if that really worked so well for the show, but
It's the truth.
there it is. But it's the truth.
It is the truth.
So how fast per minute, per second?
On
whatever?
your asin,
Uh-huh.
1 foot per second.
Okay. And if you don't, you can get,
Ooh, the bend.
okay. And you'll need one of these.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we think we've pretty much talked a little bit about Richard's trip, and we definitely went over per.
Por.
What happens on one side happens on the other side.
Lo que pasa en un lado pasa en el otro.
And ascending,
Yes.
Ascender, ¿sí?
yes. Using scuba. We
Yes.
know oxygen tank, how much time. And we'll thank everybody and hope that we learned something today. So again, my name is Eric Garvan here at Math Success. And Hugo.
Sí. Hugo, muchas gracias.
And
Scuba man.
also known as Richard Picante. And we want to thank everybody for watching.